Thank you for tuning in to another Candidly LJC. That's me, Larissa JC. And well, there's no one else that can be. Why? Because my mama named me. Thank you, mama. If you've been watching any of my previous videos, you know that I've been preparing for a vendor show, a craft show, a fair, whatever you want to call it. So today is that day. I am here. I am just arriving and I'm actually a little bit late. So I'm not going to make this intro too long. If you are interested in how my day is going, what I'm selling, if you are thinking about doing craft fairs or vendors events, selling your product, well, tune in. And we can go ahead and share our experience. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff set up and then I'm going to be back with you. Okay, stick around. I'm not quite too certain why I lost audio here, but I am essentially just explaining how I just got to the event and I'm already recognizing that it is a lot different than the previous event that I did as far as foot traffic. I always like to show my table, show how I set up my products on my table. I just love the bracelet holders that I invested in. It really helps to bring the branding of my table together. Being that I do have a logo on some things, I decided to put my waist beads on the table as well as hang them up because it just kind of brings some focus in on those waist beads. I loved the venue that the pop-up show, handmade handcraft show, was held in a very beautiful setting. And this one I enjoyed a lot. There I am. I had my son recording me. So yeah. But yeah, it went really well. So pretty over here. This took a lot. Yeah, you have like a huge variety.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much.
And did you hand make all of your?
Yep, I hand make everything, yep.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh, these are really cute. Do you make these? Oh my goodness.
You in the shot. I'm on YouTube. So I have a YouTube channel. I really don't broadcast because it's like I'm just starting it. Good morning. I'm at the creation station. I need to clean up. It's Monday. The vendor event was Saturday. So it is December the 4th. Anytime I do a show, my creation station gets in a little disarray. So it's very important for me to kind of like clean it back up so I can get back organized. I am happy that that show is over. I feel blessed to have had that experience and it was a really good experience. Yeah, my camera just fell. It often does that because I'm always trying to like bootleg, set it up somewhere. However, what's next? What's next is me still moving forward to build my brand. I'm happy that things are back to normal. I probably won't do another vendor event until next year, 2024, just because it's the winter. Here in Ohio, it gets very cold. We'll probably be getting snow eventually. It be getting below freezing. And I just don't want to have to deal with snow on the ground, moving my stuff around. And I really don't think that there's a lot of events offered during these winter months. However, being that we are in the month of December, there might be a couple of other vendor shows. But it's possible that those spaces may be already taken. It's Monday and I'm just getting myself adjusted. I was really disappointed that some of the video did not come through. I don't know what I film on my iPhone. I don't know why the audio didn't come through on some of that, so that was really disappointing for me. But other than that, it gave me a lot of motivation to keep going. So I will be looking forward to the next craft fair, show, pop-up show, vendor event. It can be titled a lot of different things, but I'm just looking to get my brand out there. When I do vendor shows, I have a lot of foot traffic at my table. So it's such a humbling experience because I'm always second guessing myself. And when I do a show, I prove myself differently because people are really receptive to the products that I am creating. So it just helps to push me and gets my mindset in a different mode of where it needs to be. But let me show you my creation station because I've been like kind of straightening it up, but it's a little disarray. So I need to get it together. So I just want to just like kind of put stuff up, kind of organize things and make it look better. So let me tell you, my mother helped me out this time. And when we were packing up and going back to the car, let me go over there and show you. When we were packing up and going back to the car, this holder broke. It's kind of flimsy, and I guess it's an excuse to invest in something better. I know it's pretty top heavy because waist beads are fairly heavy once you gather them all up together. So now I have to, and it kind of like, I was kind of like really disappointed when it broke because it was just going to be complicated to transport it. But like, I'm going to say, don't get a plastic holder. Don't get a plastic like clothing rack. Make sure you get something where it's metal all the way around. So yeah, I got to find a new stand because I don't have nothing to go over there now. Like I gotta have some place to put my beads. But I really don't have much going on right now. It's not even 9 o'clock a.m. yet. It's like 8 something in the morning. And I'm just trying to gather my stuff. I was hot, so I took one sleeve out of my sweater because I got hot in the midst of organizing and straightening. But it's a Monday, back to school, so you on like work week mode. And I will be back when like something else is happening because ain't nothing happening right now. I cannot understand why I can't locate my green thumb. Look at this. I got these like maybe 2 months ago and they just been sitting over here on the table and now they have mold on them. How about I didn't know that flowers can mold? Like, look at that. Poor things. And I love this vase, but it got to go, honey. I'm not cleaning that. So good. I was feeling really productive today. I don't know what came over me. Let me tell you. When I drink tea, it is so calming. I don't know what the difference is about consuming warm tea as opposed to consuming coffee. I don't care if it's warm or cold coffee. But when you drink tea, it's a very zen feeling. It's a different vibration when you drink tea. And I don't know if I mentioned that before. Well, I mentioned in a previous video that like If I make me a cup of coffee, a lot of times I don't finish it. And I think it's because I make it too rich. Like when I make a cup of coffee, I want it to be strong. I want it to have a lot of cream, a lot of sugar, and yeah, and so I think my stomach just gets overwhelmed with the coffee, the caffeine, and the dairy, because I don't use non-dairy creamer. I have not found a non-dairy creamer that I'm like over the top about, but the Aldi does have one that's not bad. I think it's like a caramel flavor. But when I drink tea, so long as I don't make it too sweet, it's very unpleasant warm tea when it's too sweet. Now, when you're drinking cold tea, like you want the sweetness, but warm tea, you want just a hint of sweetness, and you want to really taste the flavor of the tea. However, off topic of what I initially turned this camera on for, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think that I've had like a moment to myself in like the past, I'm gonna say maybe 7 days, like last Monday. Mondays are normally a moment where I can catch a few hours just to myself, no one in the house, because normally there's always someone here. And so even when I'm around my family, it could become a little awkward with vlogging, because it's like they're really listening to the words that I say right here in my presence. So then sometimes it can throw off my state of mind. However, I am here by myself right now, and so I'm loving it. I'm like, let me take advantage of just like being able to be in my thoughts and speak to you. I was really disappointed that the audio wasn't working at the beginning of this video, and so I had to do that voiceover. I don't know if I really recapped what was going on at the event, but it went really nice. And I think the first time that I did that show, I probably made a good impact, because, and that was over a year ago. That was the beginning of last year, like 2022, maybe March. And the event organizer was definitely promoting my table, which was such a humbling experience for me, because that means that my personality and my product went over well. I always think that my personality shows through first, and then, people tune into my product even more when I'm doing events. However, the organizer was definitely highlighting my table. She highlighted a few tables, like it wasn't just exclusively me, but I really do appreciate it. And I explained that to her, like, I really do appreciate you bringing foot traffic over to my table. So that was a really positive experience. I did bring my tripod, but we were kind of situated close to one another, and I was too worried about liability of a tripod. I didn't want it falling on anyone. I didn't want it falling and breaking my phone, or the tripod breaking. So I didn't really get a chance to set that up. It was busy. It was way busier than the previous vendor show that I posted, that I am going to encourage you to go and take a look at, because I offer some good tips, and also it highlights the experience of participating in the vendor show that does not have a lot of foot traffic. And this one was night and day. And I even spoke to other vendors who said, hey, I'm used to doing vendor events that have double the foot traffic that was going on at this vendor show that I did. However, I was pleased. I made my booth feedback and some. I always get to network. I love networking. I love meeting fellow small business owners at these events. Normally, they're women of color. When I say that, I mean Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, brown people. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna be honest with you. And also, women of all races. I don't want to exclude anybody, but we know how rare it is to see our people of color have small businesses. It just is. It just really is. And it's been more prominent now probably than ever, particularly in women. I love, love, love networking. It allows me to discover other shows that are going on in my area, and I am really ready to be all in. It takes a lot out of me. Like when I do at the end of the show, like immediately at the end of the show, my feet are done. Like my feet are done. Like, and I'm all about comfort. I'm gonna choose comfort over cute every time. Like I try to be as cute as can be, but if I'm not comfortable, I'm not cute, because you're going to be able to see it in my whole personality, my stance, my face, and everything. So my feet were really tired. It's really a long day. And even though, let me see, the show was from 10 to 3, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours. But you get there about 9 o'clock and you leave about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So that's already 7 hours, but not to mention waking up, getting your stuff together, getting it in a car. I don't have a trailer. I don't have a place where I can just store my stuff and not have to move it and it just be ready to go as soon as when it's time to go to another show. So I have to unload that stuff and bring it back into the house. So that's a lot of work. All of that goes into it. So I was like exhausted. So Sunday came, I couldn't do nothing but be numb and just enjoy the Sunday. But now that I have a moment of reflection, I feel very accomplished, okay? Because I went through a period of about a solid 5, maybe 6 months where I was not really promoting my business. I was not really putting the energy that I needed to put into my business to see growth. And if you stay away from something for too long, it is that much harder to go back and to be committed and devoted in that. I'm really happy for that experience. It was a good experience. I want to encourage fellow women, definitely women over 40, to feel okay with starting something new. And not only women, but anybody over 40, because so often society will make us feel like you have to have a certain level of accomplishment once you reach a certain age. And success happens for people at all different ages. It can happen for people at the very beginning when they're young, when they're youth, or it can happen when they're older in life. And I just don't want you to feel discouraged about starting something new just because you are over 40 or you feel like it's too late, our time is running out, because it's not. Because so long as you have breath, you have time, okay? So long as you can breathe, you have time. I am still running off of a high of a sense of accomplishment. And it's like, okay, so what's next? Because I cannot slow down. And it's cold outside and I could easily let that hold me back, but I'm not. I am just here to help be an encouragement for you, because you are great. You are capable. You are able. God is surrounding you. He put that light, that fire in you to persevere and to move forward and go for your heart's desires, because what your heart's desires is what the Most High desires for you as well, or else he wouldn't have put that passion inside of you, okay? So I just want you to keep going. What I am going to do now is just continue to focus on the rest of my day. I really don't have anything going on as far as something to do outside of my home. So everything that I got to take care of is happening right here inside of the house. I need to wash. I need to do some organization with my son's toys. If you have small children, you understand that they like to gather their toys in the living room, in the common area. And I really want him to be in the habit of keeping his stuff in his room, in his own space. But however, I'm going to check back in with you when we have more things to do. I mean, just simple as that. But it'll just be the next clip for you. It might be a day or two for me, but please stick around. You know what, guys? I almost forgot to share that I did make some new waist beads for myself for the show. Like, I am in like my neutral, like my warm color air for waist beads, and I just love these. Let me see if I can get closer for you. Okay, so I don't know. This might not be the best angle. I don't know. I'm using a different tripod. I probably got 3 tripods trying to make angles work the best. However, I went with a solid green for manifestation of success and financial stability. And I also I always want something like regal, like royal. I wanted something that stood out against my all black outfit. Let me tell you, I'm normally in black any doggone way. But I wanted it to pop against my outfit. And I'm rocking the Dufe comb. The Dufe comb, I hope I'm pronouncing this correct, is an African Andrika symbol for cleanliness, femininity, purity. So that's what I made. So this is my new strand. I'm going to be adding more to this. Yeah, I'm going to be adding more strands to this. So I just wanted to share that with you.